Good morning, I'm Maddie Jansen, and this is the podcast of 17 News at Sunrise. It's everything you need to know to start your day in about 15 minutes.
Working in the spirit of the Golden Empire, this is 17 News at Sunrise.
Good morning. A deadly crash adds to the numbers of pedestrians killed on Kern County roads. What police say happened and who they believe may have been at fault.
A convicted killer back in court on yet another murder charge, one the prosecutor calls the most gruesome case he's ever seen. Details from the appearance coming up.
And we're continuing to follow the allegations against a beloved local priest that shocked our community. His response in the investigation is now underway on this Friday, April 26, 2019. Good morning. Good to have you with us. I'm Maddie Jansen alongside Alex Fisher and Alyssa Carlson. And yet again, as Kevin Schreck continues over there relaxing on the beach, I guess.
Yeah, he's having just such a difficult vacation, soaking in the sun and just laying on the beach.
We've got plenty of sun to soak in.
Yeah,
here.
we do. A lot of sun, actually.
I should have compared the temperature yesterday to what he's at.
You should have also compared the humidity, too.
Oh, that's true.
Because that would have been
felt hotter there. But
I have to say, though, a little shocking, though, stepping outside yesterday afternoon and seeing a lot of thunderclouds in the area.
I know.
Kind of a nice sight, though.
It was, and because of that daytime heating that we would normally see over the summer, we almost had like a summer-like pattern because it was 96 degrees, and then, of course, we saw an updraft come up the mountains because of that, and the instability, and then just some thunderstorms, and we could see that again this afternoon.
Oh, okay.
So I have added that into the mountain forecast this afternoon once again. It's just a slight chance, though, but they were out there, and we could see those thunderheads from the valley areas into the mountains, so once again, we may see those again. 68 degrees currently, 65 in Wasco, 69 in Buttonwillow, 53 in Fraser Park, 55 in Tehachapi, 64 in Lake Isabella, 72 in Mojave. Our normal high now is up to 78, and the record today, 98 from 1926, and today will probably be some 5 degrees shy of that. So we're going to come close once again. Few passing clouds passing through this morning, and there is a front, a weak disturbance passing on through to the north. We'll be in the mid-60s to start out, 86 at noon, and at 5 o'clock, 93. Into the mountains, mid-50s to start, and then again, a slight chance of a pop-up thunderstorm in the afternoon, with highs again topping out in the mid-70s.
New information this morning about a deadly crash in northwest Bakersfield. It happened just after 9 last night on Rosedale Highway, just west of Callaway Drive. That's near the Rosedale Village Shopping Center. A woman driving a pickup west hit and killed a man. Bakersfield police say he was walking outside of a crosswalk when the crash happened. The driver stopped and is cooperating with police. Westbound 58 was shut down for several hours while officers investigated. BPD says drugs, alcohol, and speed do not appear to be factors in the crash. This morning, we continue to follow a story that has left much of our community in shock.
The Catholic Diocese of Fresno has placed Monsignor Craig Harrison, one of the most beloved clerics in Kern County, on paid administrative leave amidst allegations of sexual misconduct. Harrison currently serves as the faith leader at St. Francis of Assisi Church and has been there for nearly 20 years. But he was absent from noon Mass yesterday. The Diocese of Fresno says it learned about the allegations on April 12th. In a statement, the diocese confirmed an adult male who was a minor at the time of the alleged abuse reported the incident. The diocese says it then contacted the Firebaugh Police Department. We've learned from Firebaugh Police the alleged incident happened when the victim was between 14 and 16 years old. The diocese confirms Harrison at one point served as pastor of St. Joseph's Parish in Firebaugh, about 40 miles northwest of Fresno. But it remains unclear when and where the alleged incident took place.
Yesterday, Harrison took to social media to defend his record. He wrote this message, which reads in part, quote, "My entire priesthood has been devoted to service to God and his people. I've been honored to serve the people of the Central Valley for the past 31 years. I will vigorously defend my honor from these allegations and look forward to my good name being cleared." Amid all this, Monsignor Harrison's attorney, Kyle Humphrey, is speaking out.
He's never been anything but the most amazing servant of God. He's an amazing man. But you need to believe the truth, and you shouldn't conclude until there's been a testing of evidence.
The Firebaugh Police Department is investigating the claims. Meanwhile, the Diocese of Fresno has also launched its own investigation. Anyone with information about the allegations is asked to contact the Firebaugh Police Department at 559-659-3051.
And Harrison's attorney, Kyle Humphrey, has also sent a letter to the Diocese of Fresno. He's requesting more information about the allegation. Humphrey says the damage to Harrison's name is profound, and it seems unjust not to be given the chance to defend him before the accusations were revealed. The letter to the diocese says, in part, "You are dealing with a servant of the church and Christ who has comforted the dying and the surviving. This servant has followed the path of Pope Francis and worked with the most damaged and addicted in our community. He deserves just treatment."
Many in our community are in full support of Monsignor Craig Harrison. He's considered Bakersfield's guardian angel, a true spirit of the Golden Empire. He's adopted nearly a dozen children in his lifetime, starting in his early 20s. Many people in the community have faith the allegations are baseless.
He is not one who uses people. I think he puts himself out there where he makes himself perhaps vulnerable to those who want to take advantage of that.
They're nothing more than allegations that are decades old.
If it did happen, why did they waste so much time, to come and to accuse him of something he probably did 10, 20 years back? Why now? Why now?
As we mentioned, Harrison responded to the allegations on Facebook, posting in part, quote, "I am also saddened that in today's climate of fear, I've not been given any information to allow me to defend my honor and service to Christ." Others we spoke with on the phone warned allegations of this nature must be taken seriously in a climate where sexual assault survivors are not often believed. Regardless of whether the allegations are true or not, the Firebaugh Police Department and Diocese of Fresno must go through an investigation. And as a reminder, if you or someone you know is a victim of sexual abuse or assault, the hotline for the Alliance Against Family Violence and Sexual Assault is 327-1091.
And everything we've reported on about this story is on our website. You can find Monsignor Craig's full statement as well as that of his attorney and other officials. We've also posted more community reaction, including support from fellow clergy. You can find it all on KGET.com. Just click on the hot link icon. The tattoo-faced killer serving a life's term for torturing a Bakersfield woman was back in court, this time in connection with the savage murder of his cellmate. Our cameras were not allowed inside court yesterday, but we can tell you Jamie Osuna was escorted into the courtroom by 5 bailiffs. The prosecutors say the excessive security is because of the intensity of this case. Osuna is accused of killing 44-year-old Luis Romero on March 9th in the cell they shared. The prosecutor says it is one of the most gruesome cases he's seen in his career.
In this case, one of the victim's fingers was severed. Part of a body part was cut out. An eye was removed, and his head was decapitated.
Part of Romero's lung was also removed. Osuna is charged with murder with 4 special circumstances and could face the death penalty if convicted.
If you know you're wanted by Bakersfield police for a non-violent misdemeanor crime, you have a chance to clear things up today. People with outstanding warrants can get a new citation and a new court date, all while avoiding jail time. BPD is hosting a warrant clearing event from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Jefferson Park on Bernard Street. Again, this is today, and this is only for people with non-violent misdemeanor warrants. And if you have jury duty this week, you still can't call in to find out if you need to report. The phone lines for jury services went down around 5 o'clock Wednesday night. The court says it has ordered new equipment and hopes to have the call-in system back up by the beginning of next week. Meantime, you can keep checking the court's website. Go to the address on your screen and scroll down to jury reporting information.
The Kern County Bar Association is recognizing one of its own with a prestigious honor. Each year, the association chooses one of its 400 members to receive the Bench and Bar Award. Last night, it was awarded to Catherine Bennett. She's an appellate attorney with the law firm Klein, Denabtle, and Goldner.
For years, Kathy has been involved behind the scenes with hard work, with different events around town, different programs within the Bar Association, which really helps promote justice and helps promote the access to justice in our community.
Bennett also received praise for her passion in helping local nonprofits.
It's 5:09 now. Summer travel season's right around the corner. Are you one of the people who needs to get your passport but haven't found the time? A post office here in Bakersfield might be able to help in 2 weeks. The Stockdale Post Office is hosting a passport fair from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Sunday. Extra staff will be at the office to speed up the application process, and you don't even need to schedule an appointment. You can also get your passport photo taken for $15. You can find application forms at usps.com/passport. In your 17 Health Watch, tomorrow's National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, where consumers are encouraged to take unused or expired medication to designated sites in our community. But as Erica Edwards explains, there are ways you can get rid of medicine year-round safely.
One way to combat the opioid epidemic begins in the medicine cabinet. According to a national survey on drug use and health, over 11 million people misused prescription pain relievers in 2017. Many got them from a friend or relative.
If you have it lying around, that's easy access to someone that can see what they have.
Experts say the best thing to do is get rid of the medication once you no longer need it, but safely. Many pharmacy chains, such as Walgreens and CVS, now have kiosks inside some of their stores where people can discard most of their medicine year-round.
There's people that will come in with bags of medication. They're not going to bring one at a time.
If you don't live near a collection site, there are ways you can throw out medicine at home. The FDA recommends mixing medication with something unsavory, such as dirt or kitty litter, and putting it in a sealed bag and then throw it out with your trash. If you throw out the prescription bottle, make sure all personal information has been removed. And only flush medication if the label or accompanying information specifically instructs you to do so. It's important spring cleaning that can have lasting impacts on health. Erica Edwards, NBC News.
In an effort to get potentially dangerous unused medications off Kern County streets, Kaiser Permanente is teaming up with Bakersfield Police for National Drug Take-Back Day. It's happening tomorrow from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. You're taking a look at video from a previous drug take-back event. You can drop off expired, unwanted, or unused medications, and Kaiser will properly dispose of them free of charge with no questions asked. The event is happening at Kaiser's Stockdale offices located at Stockdale Highway and South Real Road. Welcome back to your Business Watch on this Friday morning. The April 15th tax deadline has come and gone. So just how did the refunds stack up this year? After the final numbers were tallied up, the average tax refund wasn't much different from last year. The IRS says the average refund for the week ending April 19th was $2,725. That is down 2% from last year. Overall, Uncle Sam paid out nearly $261 billion in refunds to taxpayers, compared to $265 billion in 2018. This tax season was the first time Americans filed under the new Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. Online comparison shopping is a great way to save, but there are other tricks you can use to pay less when shopping online. Here's money expert Stacey Johnson with some tips.
There are any number of ways online shopping makes life easier. No travel, easy comparison shopping, home delivery. It's a great way to buy stuff. There's only one drawback. The price is the price. There's no way to get a discount. Or is there? Actually, there are several simple tools you can use to get a discount when you're shopping online. One example, using chat. There's no law against using a site's chat feature to ask for a lower price, just like you would in person at a store. No chat? Call them on the phone. Simply explain to a customer service rep you're shopping around for the best price and ask them if they'll give you a discount to seal the deal. If that won't work, try asking for free shipping. Here's an old trick. Put your purchase in your virtual shopping cart, then abandon it. Sometimes merchants will entice you to follow through with a discount. Another simple idea, buy discounted gift cards online and use those for your purchase. Sometimes you can save 10% that way, sometimes even more. Another thing you should always do, use a cash back site that rebates part of everything you buy. That's another way to save 2 to 10%. Then pay with a cashback credit card and get another 1 to 3% rebate. And you always want to search coupon codes before you check out. Final idea, use social media. Search vendor Facebook pages with words like coupon and discount. Signing up at store websites for email alerts can also sometimes net you some savings. Bottom line, when you're shopping online, it often appears the price is the price. But you know, there's always a way to save a buck or two. And now what you need is more information, maybe a few links. Both are waiting for you at MoneyTalksNews.com. Just do a search for shopping. For Money Talks News, I'm Stacey Johnson.
Money Talks is brought to you by your local consumer credit counseling service. If you've got debt problems or just want some free budget counseling, call today.
Thanks for listening to the podcast of 17 News at Sunrise. It's a 15-minute summary of everything you need to know about Kern County. There's a new episode every weekday.